Chat, I was muted. That's my fault. That's on me. Hi. Hello. Chat, you're hanging out over there today. We're in Adobe Express. I'm going to teach you how to use bulk create if you've never used it before. If you're watching the replay, thanks so much for watching. Always really, really great to see you all here. Let's go ahead and hop into our lesson today. If you want to join, you can go down in the link below. That is where our template is for today. And we're going to be doing bulk create two different ways. So let's go ahead and give it a shot and see what we can do right here. We're here in Adobe Express. If you haven't used Adobe Express, welcome. It's your Make Anything app. It's right here. You can drag and drop. You can remove backgrounds. You can do all those things that you can do in Photoshop, Illustrator, all those places. But right here, so much easier. And very, very quick. So what we're going to do is we are going to use a functionality called bulk create. And there's two different versions of this that we're going to be using. One is just going to use a basic idea of a spreadsheet. The other is going to use a template of a spreadsheet, which I'll show you how to access in just a few minutes. So the first thing that we're going to do, I'm just going to move this. We'll use this for our second option. Let's go ahead and delete that. I'll use it for the second option. And I am going to make a copy of this. Now you can always copy and paste, Control C and Control V, or you can hold Alt or Option as you click, and it will make a copy of it for you. Let's go ahead and flip that around just so it's symmetrical. And that looks good to me right there. All right, so what we can do is there are a bunch of different places that we need to do different information, right? So we have, please join us for a dinner party, Friday, August 16th, 6 p.m., Joan and Megan Bowen, and here's the address. So what we can do is on a spreadsheet, we're just gonna think about what things we want to see on our invite. So different people might want different introductions. Let me go ahead and blow this up so y'all can see it a little bit better. Different people might want different introductions. So here we have, please join us for, you're invited to, we want to see you at. We have the names of our people who are joining us. And then we also have a little call out, and the call out's at the bottom down here. Oh, it's not here. All right, well, we'll add the call out in there. That's fine. We'll add a little call out at the bottom, and then we will change the time. So I sometimes lie to people. I hate to say it, but if you're going to be late, I'm going to lie to you. So we have cascading times here for friends that need to show up maybe a little bit early that are going to be late. And then this image, don't worry about it right now. We're just going to use these pieces. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to File. We are going to go to Download, and then we are going to go to comma separated values, CSV right there. Come back into our document, and we do need to add in that call out box at the bottom. I forgot to add it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to text, and then we are going to add text right here. Actually, let's just make a copy of one of these ones we have. So we have this one right here. We're just going to make a copy down here, and we are just going to say, see you soon. This is just placeholder content. I am going to make that a bit larger, and we're also going to make that very bold. Let's see if we can get like a super bold. Yes. It's way too wide, so we can change the width here. There we go. And not only are we being efficient, we're doing this faster and we're getting people there on time. All right. My number one pet peeve is not being on time. I am the most punctual of people. So we have see you soon. Looks good to me. And it is important where this is aligned. So we want this aligned to the center. And I do want to make sure that the rest of my text is also in that aligned center, because the way it flows, it will flow from wherever the alignment is, and it'll get real wonky if we have anything that is aligned to the left or the right. All right, let's go ahead and hop in here. And hi, if you're watching on YouTube, Christelle, I see you. We are going back and forth on the chat, so I will see both of them. If you have questions, please let me know. All right, so the first version of this that we're going to do is the one that is built directly into Adobe Express. There's a bulk create that is in Adobe Express, but there's also a plugin that we're going to use, an add-on that I like better. Don't tell the Express team I said that. Don't, everybody. Quiet. It has one functionality that I think is a little more fun than what is in bulk create here. So let's go ahead and go to bulk create. And then from there, all we need to do is click on our right there. Click on it right there. Click on our spreadsheet that we just downloaded from over here. And I'm just using Google Sheets to lay this out. And what we're going to do is, as you see the titles up here, as we start to upload that and then hit next, we can start to click on the pieces that we want, right? So here is a piece that we want to flow information into, and we can go to connect element, And from there, it's going to go element 1, and we want this to be top line. From there, we're going to go down here, and this is going to be connect element, and this is going to be names. Address stays the same. In here, we do maybe want this to be the time. Ooh, chat, I might have messed things up. That's fine. Let's do the time here, and we'll add in if we need to. And at the bottom here, we will do the see you soon. We are going to connect that element, and we are going to add that to our time right there. Nope, we're going to add that to our call out. I was so confident. From there, we're gonna hit next and watch what happens. It's gonna take all these different versions. And now we have, please join us for a dinner party, 5:15, Laura Thorne. We've got the address. And as you scroll through, you can see it's changing the times. It's changing the little messages that we had. Please bring a snack. We randomly assign snacks because I don't want everyone bringing something, but I do want like 30% coverage of snack to person ratio. So we just put that into our spreadsheet. Again, if you want to plan a party, please let me know because I love planning parties. Okay, so from there we can go and we can create pages, and it's going to create 20 pages for us, which is really, really cool. Now, if we wanted to send these out, it gets even better. Chat, how could it get even better? We can go to share. No, it's not share anymore. Right here, you can go to the printer. So you can go to this little printer right here and check this out. We are going to, boom, make our invites. And we can make our invite right here. You can see all of the different mock-ups. If it's standing up, we got a little front, right? So you can see all the little mock-ups. The back, we can do a blank page. So it's just a one-sided piece of paper invitation. It is thinking through and taking into account what it thinks it is. As you saw, it popped up with invitation right here. Pretty cool. 5x7 looks good. Envelope's white. Yes. Ooh, let's do like a little like scallopy edge. And ooh, chat, we got fancy. So I really like that a lot. So we'll do that. And then we can come down here and we can just do one, or we could do a bunch of copies of this, but just ordering one of these, it's $1.70, and you can add to cart and just send this directly to the person. You can do that all in Express. If you have their address, you can add to cart and then ship it directly to their doorstep so that they get it in the mail. You don't have to deal with anything. You do all your invites for the party right here. Magic, right? Pretty cool. All right, let's show you one other way that you can do this. There are, again, just a bunch of different ways you can do this. I am going to delete all of those pages we just made. Chat, take a moment, celebrate our progress, and then move on. All right, so hopefully no one is hurt by that. What we're going to do is I do want to add in a separate line for the time. So I'm going to go ahead and just paste in a line for the time right here. There we go. Because it's all the same day, I do want the time to kind of fit in there nicely. Next, what we're going to do is we want to generate using Adobe Firefly these vintage flowers. And this is so fun. So what we're going to do is go down to add-ons right here in the bottom left. And we're going to go to bulk create and generate. So what this is going to do is it's going to allow us, you know that second word, it is going to allow us to harness the power of Adobe Firefly for some of our imagery, which is going to be cool. So we'll go get started, and we're going to do foreground image. This is the image that is in the like foremost area, and that's the top right here. And the background image, that's the image that's in the backmost, which is right here, right? So this is going to be really cool because it's going to allow us to generate images based on where they are, right? And we're going to be able to use just like a super easy template here. So we're going to label text. We are going to do top a message. And that is going to be, oops, linked right here. Then we are going to do name. Oh, then we're going to do time. And time is going to be linked right here. And again, we're just selecting and linking. Then we're going to do name. Select here. And then we'll do message down at the bottom. This might get a little wonky, but let's see what happens. So we're going message right on the bottom. Got that. So we have our image, right here. That's our foreground image. We have right here our background image. We have the top message. We have the dinner party. We have the time. We have the name and Washington Avenue. Everything looks good to me. I'm going to select all of this and just center it. That was really off. We're going to center it all really quickly. And then what we can do is just download CSV template. Now, if you have Excel, you can use that. I don't. And so we're not going to use that. But I do have a template. So what I can do is I'm going to go into Google Sheets real quick, and I am just going to upload and use that template. And it's going to have one very big difference to it that we will need to pay attention to. So if you're using Excel or you are using Sheets, very, very easily, we just need to make sure that we have one thing that is important. So what we can do is right here, we need the foreground image and background image. These need to be very, very specific right there. So we have the times, dates, the page name. We don't need to name the pages. But what we can do is I'm going to zoom out here, and I'm just going to copy all of our top lines. We're going to paste that in here, and that's the top message. I'm going to copy all of our names, and we are going to put our names right here. And chat, if you want this spreadsheet, I literally just made stuff up and then dragged it. So you can drag and drop. Hopefully you can do this with your own actual party. I did this with placeholder stuff and just made up all of it. So we're gonna put the time in here. And then for the image, here we go, chat. Here's what we do. So for the foreground image prompt, this is gonna allow us to use Adobe Firefly, is I'm going to do vintage flowers growing from bottom of frame on white background. That's just going to allow us to remove the background very easily. So I'm going to take this and just all the way down, the whole way, just make it exactly the same. And I'm going to do the same thing for the background image prompt because I just want it to generate that idea of vintage flowers on that top image and that bottom image. It should make them different each time. Let's see what happens. And let's do this. Invites test. We're going to go to file. We're going to go to download. And you want to download this as a CSV, comma separated value. Then come back into our file and we are going to hit next. We are going to upload our CSV right here, invites test. Hit open and chat. Let's see what happens. So it has, boom, replace foreground image, use prompt. Love that. We do want to remove the background, right? Remember we said the white background, and here background image, we want to remove background. That sounds good to me as well. So what we can do is I also am going to add an effect. As you can see, it's already added, is this is in color and I changed it to grayscale. And what that means is as I replace these, it should keep that filter on all of them so they all stay cohesive with grayscale. So now, chat, are you ready? Are you ready? Hold on, say a prayer, cross your fingers, create pages. So it should be creating variations and generating with Adobe Firefly and then removing those backgrounds. Chat, it's not bad. And yes, the color is beautiful. I agree. Okay, it's not bad. It's not great. But what we can do is maybe play around with those, with the prompt a little bit. Is it prompting the same thing for all of them? Chat. Oh, chat. We might have to change a couple words here and there. Let's see what happens. And what I can do, and this is going to get really crazy, chat, is we could type in a bunch of different prompts, and it's doing these pages one at a time. I think there's like 20. What I am going to do as this works in the background is I'm going to come in here, and for the image prompts, I'm going to do a couple different things, and I'm just going to do this. And chat, this might not work. We're going to do vintage flowers, comma, gibberish. And I know this sounds crazy, but if you want some variation and you're using like similar, sometimes just throwing gibberish in will give you different variation on things. I know this is like so crazy to do, but it kind of works sometimes. You're here for pro tips, chat. This is like the ultimate like hack. Okay, so that looks good. Let's go ahead. Oops. Let's go ahead and throw these over here. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of mixing them up to make sure that I don't have the same ones going across on our board. So I'm going to go ahead and boom, boom, boom. Let's scroll this down. In chat, this might not work. This might be super crazy, but also it might work and it might be super cool. So let's see what happens. If we go back, you can see, oh, refresh. It did make all those pages, but it did make the same prompt. That's not what I want. I didn't want to make the same prompt with all that stuff. So we are going to try this one more time because we got plenty of time. And we're going to try this one more time with different prompts. And if I wanted to, I could do like paper texture. And a great way to do this is to use some kind of assistant on the internet to say, give me 30 prompts for an image of flowers, and it will give you a spreadsheet column with 30 prompts. You can just paste them in here, and it's super easy. Actually, do we want to do it real quick, chat? We have time, right? We have time? Okay, cool. All right, chat. If you want more information about the challenges, you can go to behance.net/challenge. Give me a list of, hold please, 20 prompts for images of vintage flowers. All right, so I am just making a like list of different options for some vintage flowers. My goodness. Hold please. Hold please, chat. Okay. We're doing better. This is going to be cool. I promise this is going to be cool. And we're going to mirror them so that it will be the same on the top and bottom. And that way, like stylistically, we won't have anything that like looks odd. All right, chat. We got it. All right, so we got it. I just made a list of 20 different versions of that. And so now we have 20 different versions. And we are going to download this as a CSV. And these are just different prompts that I generated. And we'll come over here, and now we're going to try it one more time. We're going to go to add-ons, and we are going to do that bulk create. And again, chat, if you want to do this using the built-in version, you can. It's really fun, I think, to play around with these styles. Let's make sure that we have the right things, and this is top message, time, name, message. So top message, yep. Oops. Let's see here. Top message, yes. Oh, it's because it's named top message. Okay. That's insane. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. So top message, let's go here. The next one is going to be time. We are going to link time to time. The next one is going to be name. We are going to link name to name. And then we have message down here. We are going to link message to message, and boom. Cool. All right, let's go ahead next. We have our template CSV that we just downloaded. Let's go ahead and grab that one here. We want to remove background there, and chat, let's see what happens. So we're gonna go to create pages, and we do have now 20 different prompts for our images, and it should be rendering, yes, it should be rendering the top and bottom image and then removing the background on those images. And we may need to play around with these a little bit. We'll see what happens. Again, it is just Adobe Firefly. This is really great for generating like backgrounds and textures to make them all different. This is a very specific use case. But if you wanted to create like background textures, it actually would work way better. But you get the idea that you can create different prompts, and with those prompts, make it so that you have a little bit of a different background. And I might actually, chat, that one's not bad. I might go in and do this a little bit of a different way. I'm not mad about that one, but I may go in and just add it as a background texture, and that way all of them have different textures. But let's see what happens as we create these. Right now it's doing, as you can see, like a faded botanical print of peonies, a delicate watercolor painting, a vintage botanical poster. So it's doing different versions of that prompt, 20 different versions, and just making them into pages. Not super precise because of the way that I wanted them to land, but not wrong. it's not great, but we can use this for maybe a background pattern, and that would be easier. So let's do that while we wait. Is we are just going to go foreground. We're going to go to background image prompt, and we're going to leave these as the background image prompt, but I'm going to delete the foreground image, both of these. I don't want a foreground image. I'm just going to leave the background. So I'm going to delete those 2 columns. We are going to just name this invite test new, and we'll save this out as a CSV. Come back to Express, and you see we have all these different pages. They're not great. The generations didn't really turn out the way that I wanted to. It's not bad. And as you can see, it is generating all these different variations, which is kind of fun. Just not exactly what we want. So we're going to do one more time, chat. Hold on to your hearts. Is we are going to come in here. We're going to go very quickly. Okay, start over. Here we go. Oh, chat. Okay. Foreground image. So the foreground image now, what I'm going to do is I am just going to add an image in here. So we're going to media, and I'm just going to add in any image. We are going to size it correctly and then move it all the way to the background. So let's go ahead and size this up. And chat, we have only a few minutes, so I need to go speedy fast. So we're going to go here. I'm going to move this all the way to the background. We are going to go to effects. We're going to do it grayscale. I also am going to change the blending mode. Actually, let's do that. Let's leave the opacity. Let's take down the opacity. Okay. Oh, chat. Oh my gosh. Okay. Low contrast. We want it brighter. We want the highlights. We want the shadows. We want everything to be like brighter. Okay. Sounds good. Looks good. Top message, label text. Got it. Background image is what we want, not the foreground image. Now we are going to upload, and let's see what happens. This should give us some cool patterns in the background. And then we are just going to create pages. We don't need to remove those backgrounds. It is going to create a bunch of different variations of that art and of those prompts. So not working exactly how I wanted it to, because I rotated it and stretched it. Chat, I have made some mistakes on this. Hold on, chat. I promise. Okay, let's actually do this, chat. This is gonna work. Here we go. They're linked wrong too. Chat, I have failed you in so many ways. Chat, I don't want to fail you. Okay. Chat. Okay, here we go. Chat, I need a vertical photo. Chat, I need a vertical photo. Just like a portrait. How long do we have? Chat, we have 2 minutes. No, portrait means like vertical. Like a photo that is vertical of a person. Chat, do we not have like a vertical photo? Okay, great. Love it. Okay, we're gonna go here. We are going to bring this all the way to the back, and then I'm going to scale it all the way up. Chat, this is gonna work. I promise. Grayscale here. Boom. Okay, here we go, chat. We've got, boom, top message. Love it. Okay, delete. Chat, okay. Top message. Time. Okay, boom. Time. We're going lickety split. Speed. Name. My neighbor upstairs is like tapping on the floor, chat. You probably can't hear it, but it's crazy. Okay, message. Linked. Background image. Got it. Next. Upload the CSV. Here we go. Here's our CSV. Open. Go. Don't remove background. Create pages. All right. With 1 minute left, chat, we have done it. We're creating our pages. The top message got mislinked, but you can see as we go back, it is creating all of these different vintage kind of illustrations. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So really great way to create backgrounds, and we could take the opacity down, we could like multiply, and we could create these kind of vintage patterns with our type. So this didn't turn out super great, but you get the idea, and you can always use bulk create just to change out your messages as well. But really cool here, right? Some of this imagery is great. Play around with bulk create, make a whole bunch of different variations. Thank you so much for joining me. This is my last challenge. So thanks so much for hanging out with me and learning a little bit of Adobe Express. Stay tuned next month. More will be coming back on Tuesdays for these challenges. Thanks so much, everybody, and I will see you again another time, hopefully tomorrow at 1 p.m. for Adobe Office Hours. Bye.